Hello and welcome to the stream for the finals of the 2024 World Open here in Budapest. We start off with the girls' World Open final between the defending champion and WDF girls #1 Paige Pauling, who's won 5 matches to get to this stage, and she will be taking on Nicole Sescu from Italy.
And the girls' final will be played the best of 9 legs. It will be Paige to throw first for the ball.
Beat Sophie McKinley of Scotland in the semi-finals. And I'm delighted to say that it's not just my dulcet tones that you get to hear for these finals this evening. It's also the man you'll have heard a lot of over the last couple of days, the pup, Anthony Dundas.
And for that, I profusely apologise. Good evening.
Good evening. I mean, you've been watching a lot of the stream games. We've not had a lot on the youth, but Paige is something else in the girls' game, isn't she?
Utterly phenomenal, and is fast becoming one of the best players in the ladies' game as well, not only the girls. Tearing it up at near enough every tournament she goes to.
Absolutely. I mentioned that Nicole beat Sophie McKinley in the semi-finals, and actually Paige and Sophie are both not far away for qualifying for both the girls and the women's
61
World Championships at Lakeside later this year. And yeah, we've not had anyone in the boys and the men's at Lakeside yet. Luke Littler was close last year, wasn't able to do it. Could well see one of those two do it this year.
Absolutely.
And Paige made a very strong start to this final, down to a finish after 12.
Yep, started with a 140 and has been steady.
81.
Since
Paige will require 116.
Then for the first leg, shot still on. Just set it up, Nicole back in 260.
45.
I saw a little bit of Paige's game earlier on when she played Sarah Gemi from Turkey. And Paige had 220 left and just went 140 tops, bang, 4 darts, thank you very much. See you later.
That'll do. 54 left here, single 14 for tops.
Just above.
Wires width away. Paige, of course, the reigning World Masters girls champion.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's through to the semi-finals of that World Masters. She pins tops. Both of these girls actually are into the semi-finals of the World Masters tomorrow. I was very impressed that, you know, of course, Aurora Fochisato won the Girls' World Championship last year at Lakeside. She's really helped push forward this new generation of Italian youngsters. But in the World Masters, the two are her 2 pairs partners from the last 2 Europe Cup youths. And here Nicole's in the final as well. So clearly talent over there that we should be looking out for.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's really good to see that these countries who you don't really consider to be big darting countries are now starting to produce these phenomenal young players. And it can only bode well for the game as a whole.
Absolutely, and I think that's what, you know, this week of action in Budapest has really shown. We've had representation from so many countries.
Absolutely.
You know, guys from Palestine, New Zealand, Australia, everywhere in between, an enormous squad from Canada over here. It's brilliant.
The Canadians have taken over this week.
But incredible support from them, the Americans. But yeah, it's great to see the way everyone's kind of come together, and after 2 years away, it's shown that, you know, why this tournament is so important to all of our member countries.
Well, I did happen to say earlier on in commentary that the camaraderie and the atmosphere has been absolutely wonderful this week.
Absolutely.
We're all just, everyone's getting on like a house on fire.
So a much brighter leg from Nicole this, but a score of 24 here. Not done her a lot of help.
17 then. Oh, wayward. Oh, wayward again. Committing the cardinal sin, missing the big number.
Twice.
Very impressed with Nicole's throw. It's oh. Oh, the look of absolute disgust as that dart found the treble 19.
Well, you see it with so many of the young players that come through now. they've all... Paige is another one. Just a perfectly natural, seamless throw.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all for a quirky throw. You and I were chatting about Willem Mandiger's, one of the quirkiest actions the other day. But, you know, you see these kids now. We'll see it in the boys' final next as well. It's such a precise... Whoa, lovely 47 finish there. But, yeah, it's a lovely throw. And in theory, that's going to keep you playing darts for a lot longer, which is what they want to do.
Nicole's throw is, like I say, it's very smooth, but Paige is on a different level with her throw. It's very Van Gerwen-esque. Just the only movement you really have is from the elbow down as soon as the dart's up there.
Oh.
And it's so quick and just effortless almost.
That's the thing. I've marked some of the games this week, and that kind of the thing I've noticed about the youth is that they're all so quick.
Yeah.
And it's just, they all just love playing and they want to play as much as they can. And it's just pow, 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 which
Absolutely.
is great, other than when they hit some rogue scores and you're desperately trying to count and the other one's already trying to throw. But
the thing is, though, the young players are so good at counting now, they can go these weird and wonderful ways, and you're left scratching your head at times because you're, why are you doing that? Oh, that's why, okay.
That's why you're glad you're emceeing these days rather
Indeed.
than as much refereeing.
Don't think I've refereed a game of darts since last November. 72 then for Paige. Double 12. Oh, yes. Lovely.
Yeah, after the prancing around the doubles in the last leg, much cleaner there. 2-1 up now and very healthy looking average. It's a much better visit from Nicole.
I did say earlier that Paige was the reigning World Masters champion. Of course she is the reigning World Open champion.
Yeah, it was a real surprise in Assen last time because she won the Girls Masters, she won the Open, but didn't qualify for Lakeside.
Yeah.
But is by far and away number one in the girls' system now. So will be at Lakeside later this year. Expanded field now with 4 girls.
Yep.
So she's the one they're all going to want to beat.
Yep, that's the one problem with being the number one. You do acquire a target on your back. Everybody looks and says, well, if she can do that, I can do that.
Oh.
Can you do that, though? 180. First maximum of the evening.
But, I mean, this has been a real step forward the last couple of days in Nicole's game from what I've seen before in the Europe Cup Youth. It was a real step up for her to make the semis yesterday and the final today. And you just think at that age, a decent run will give you that confidence that, I am good. And with a throw like that, you're only going to get better with experience.
Tops. Yeah, definitely the run she's had this week will give her nothing but confidence, I'm sure. And we'll hear a lot more of young Nicole as her career continues. Paige can continue her defence with another double 10. That takes her 3-1 in front, first to 5, of course.
Yeah, the first 3 of our finals this evening are first to 5, the girls, boys and the women's, and then our men's final between Jimmy Van Schie and Reece Colley. I nearly called him Coley Reece there. That will be the best of 11 legs. But yeah, Paige looking to start what could be 4 consecutive, could be 4 English winners. We've got English representation in all 4 finals.
Yep, absolutely.
Mason Teese, obviously Bo Greaves, who's just fired in a 113 average to reach the women's final, which is, frankly, when you look at what I averaged in the men's open earlier, it's basically triple what I did.
It's quite frankly preposterous. After 2 legs, Bo was averaging 130. That is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. She's dropped just the 1 leg today, Bo, against Anneke Keiten from the Netherlands, but a bit of an iffier leg, this one from Paige, and Nicole slightly in front after 4 visits, but
not for long.
Yeah, not for long.
Paige finds her range once again. Yep, going along at a nice little pace, this. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Oh, hello. A second maximum. 54 points away from a 4-1 lead. And Nicole hasn't really done much wrong.
No.
Tops.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff. She's now just one away from, I've lost count now, I think it's the 11th title for her this year on the girls circuit, but certainly retaining this title anyway. She's just, going from strength to strength, Paige Pauling, and starting this leg very brightly as well.
According to my sources, this would be her 13th title of the year.
I sold her short. She's won a couple of senior women's titles this year as well, which goes back to what we were saying previously, that it's not just that she's a good youth player. She's picking up points wherever she can, and ideally she would have liked to play in the Women's Open today as well.
Yes, of course.
But just the doubling of entries in the youth categories for this year's World Masters, records for the girls and the boys. Just logistically not possible, but she's made the most of the reduced workload with an impressive run to the final, and now just potentially 273 points away from another title for her collection.
And she is, of course, as you say, the winner of Women's World Ranking events. She's the England Masters and Slovak Open champion this year. So that just goes to show, like you correctly say, not just a good youth player, just a really, really good player, regardless of age. As the old saying goes, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Absolutely. And that's what we're seeing more and more now, that the game's getting younger and younger, and as you said, these kids are coming through and they're good at the maths, and they're good at... That's a 1-3-1, so Paige leaves herself tops when she comes back. Nicole looking to apply a bit of pressure, but 77 gets her down to 101. Oh, that's below, inside. But she finds double 5, so Paige Pauling is a 5-1 winner in the Girls World Open Final. Another title for the most dominant player in girls darts within the WDF at the moment.